Raven by Edgar Allan Poe is not just a poem. It is one of the most haunting conversations ever written between a man and his own grief. Picture a lonely night. A man sits alone in a dimly lit room, surrounded by old books, trying desperately to distract himself from the memory of someone he loved. Her name was Lenore. She is gone, and the silence of the room feels heavier than the darkness outside. It is midnight in December. The fire is dying. The air is cold. Suddenly, tap, tap, tap. Someone or something is knocking at the door. At first, the man tells himself it is nothing. Just a visitor. Just the wind. But when he opens the door, there is nothing there except the dark night whispering one word. Lenore. Disturbed, he returns to his chamber. Then comes the sound again, this time from the window. When he opens it, a black raven flies into the room and settles calmly on the bust of Pallas Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom. The bird looks at him with silent authority. Amused by the strange visitor, the man asks it a simple question. "What is your name?" And the raven replies with a single word, "Nevermore." At first, the man laughs. Surely the bird only knows one word, learned from some unhappy master. But slowly, the conversation changes. The man begins asking questions that come from the deepest pain of his heart. Will he ever forget Lenore? Nevermore. Will he find peace from his sorrow? Nevermore. Will he meet Lenore again in heaven? The raven answers the same way every time. Nevermore. With each repetition, the word becomes heavier. It is no longer just the voice of a bird. It becomes the voice of despair itself. The man begins to realize something terrifying. The raven is not really answering his questions. It is simply echoing the hopelessness already inside his mind. The room grows darker. The man grows more desperate. He begs the raven to leave, but the bird does not move. It sits there, silent and unmoving, casting a shadow across the floor. And in the final moment of the poem, the man understands that his grief will never truly leave him. The raven's shadow remains forever upon his soul, and that single terrible word continues to echo in the darkness. Nevermore. That is the power of Poe's masterpiece. The Raven is not really about a bird. It is about memory, loss, and the way grief can haunt the human mind. More than 175 years later, the poem still feels alive, whispering through the quiet hours of the night. And somewhere in that darkness, the raven is still sitting, watching, waiting, nevermore.